I just finished Little Nightmares 3 and here is my review. Story. As a fan of the franchise, Little Nightmares 3 felt quite shallow in comparison to the depth of the first two installments. I was really shocked at the plot twists of 1 and 2, things that kept me thinking about it still after playing. I had nothing of that sort in this game. No big mind-blowing twists, and what little it had, I predicted right at the start. Visuals. The game looks just like I'd expect a Little Nightmares game to look like. They did a great job with that. Atmosphere was well done, the monsters looked horrifying, and the playable characters looked cute. Audio. The music hit the nail on the head, very eerie, creepy. They used a children's choir and the iconic music box sound a lot. It sounded just like the previous Little Nightmares games, which is perfect. All the other sounds were great too. Voice acting for the hey was my favorite. Gameplay. In regards of movement, it mostly feels exactly like the previous Little Nightmares titles. They always make me question my depth perception. You can play this one in online co-op or alone with an AI. I chose the latter. It worked quite well. The AI stood back and let me figure things out. Once I needed another pair of tiny hands, a quick hey, and my friend would come to my aid. I also liked the different tools they got, so that both characters had their own tasks, especially during combat. What was a letdown for me were the puzzles. Some of those of the first two games really made me scratch my head. This was ridiculously easy in comparison. The only time I got stuck was when I overlooked a third path and ran around between A and B. Enjoyment. It was okay. I had fun, but nothing outstanding. Difficulty. As I said, the puzzles were easy, like really easy. The hardest part were some of the jumps and some fights, but even those weren't hard. I struggled in the beginning to figure out how the aim works with a character called Lo. Audience. Due to the gore, I would say teenagers. Grind. I can't say it's grindy for me. You can look for all the collectibles, of course. I found a few, but I bet there are way more. Bugs. I had some minor glitches, like a piece of cardboard sticking to my character's neck, and succeeding jumps that weren't meant to work, so my AI friend didn't follow and we got stuck, but nothing really game-breaking. Replayability. It looks like there's only one ending. You can replay to try and find the missed areas and collectibles, and if you're into it, try to get all the achievements. For me, who plays for the story and the atmosphere, there's very little motivation to play again. Now, what were your thoughts on Little Nightmares 3?